This is probably the angriest I've ever been with YouTube. And if you guys have watched my channel for a while, then you'll know that I'm not always the happiest with YouTube, such as when they randomly don't make some of my videos viewable to people and stuff like that. So you know that I have not always had the best relationship with YouTube. Usually I have, but sometimes I haven't. But it's at this point where I really have to draw the line, and I really can't believe what's happening right now. To me, this whole thing is very unbelievable. In a sense, I know why it's happening, but at the same time, it's very hard for me to accept, and it makes me think that, I don't know how YouTube is going to continue like this for what it's doing. A lot of you guys probably already know what I'm talking about. If you don't, though, I would like to bring it to your attention just because I think it's really important to address, really important to spread awareness for, in case you don't know. It could affect you guys too, if you post videos on YouTube. And then I also want to get to why I need your help and exactly what that help is. Don't worry, it's nothing like too huge or anything like that. But first, let's start from the beginning. So, you guys probably already know what I'm talking about. There are these new laws being implemented by the COPPA, I'm just going to refer to it as COPPA, which basically say, the law says that you have to mark your channel or your individual videos whether or not they're for kids. So, like, you can mark some videos as for kids and some videos as not for kids, like, individually, or you can mark all your videos all at once as not for kids, or all your videos all at once as for kids. Now, when I first heard about this a few weeks ago, or I don't even remember how long it was, well, when I first heard about this, I was thinking, like, okay, I don't really see the point of this. I didn't really have a lot of information about it. So for all of you guys that know all the information, I'm just saying I didn't know all the information about this. But at first, I'm just thinking, like, okay, so what do? I initially decided to mark it as not for kids. I know that there are some younger people that do watch my videos, but ultimately I didn't think that, like, it was overly, like, made for kids, because at first when I learned about, like, what could make a video made for kids or something, it seemed very young, like directed at people who were under 13, and my stuff, is versus debating. People under 13 do watch that stuff sometimes, but I overall thought it would be more, it would make more sense to try to include, what YouTube is generally, who YouTube is supposed to be for, which is people who are 13 and over. So I initially thought, I'll just say I'll mark my whole channel as not for kids, and that'll be it. I was also a little worried that possibly, my channel, maybe the accessibility for my videos could also be lowered. I wasn't sure whether or not that was the case yet, but I was worried about that a little bit, so I'm just like, okay, let's just try to say not for kids, so try to encompass as much people as we can. But then, and I thought it was over, but then I got a message from one of my friends who also does YouTube videos, and he basically came out and was saying, like, this was a group chat, and he was saying, have you guys heard about these new laws that are happening? And I said, yeah, I have heard about these, and I had to mark my channel. But then he started explaining what it actually meant and what the actual effects were going to be. And some of you guys, probably already know it, and I did fact check these, and I'm pretty sure these are all true. And it's all pretty ridiculous, but here's basically what it is. So, if you mark your channel as made for kids, or mark your videos as made for kids, from what I understand, YouTube is not allowing you to make money off of those videos. And the other thing is that if they are marked for kids, then they're not going to be, like, in recommended sections, and you're not going to be able to, like, search for the individual videos. You're really only going to be able to search for the channel, or something along the lines of that. The point is, I was right that the accessibility in terms of marked made for kids is going to be way lower. However, I initially just thought it was like, maybe only kids could find it, but now it's looking like, no one's going to be able to find it unless you search for the channel specifically. And at the time, I marked it as not made for kids because, I thought it would encompass more people. And when I heard about this, how there's so many bad things going on with made for kids, I was thinking, like, okay, so mine's not made for kids, that's fine. But then I heard that if YouTube sees your video marked not for kids, and they think that it is made for kids, then they'll charge you like $42,000, I think, a video. So I don't have that kind of money at all, and that makes me really nervous because again, my channel deals with things like superheroes and video game characters, and apparently the umbrella for like everything that encompasses what could be considered made for kids is like so vague that at this point it seems like everyone's channel should be considered made for kids. You know, I believe, I even asked my friend, you know, like, what if there's like swearing in the videos? At least according to him, who did more research than I did, he says that it doesn't matter. That if your stuff has stuff that's made for kids, like, or stuff that is, like, kid-like, YouTube is going to read that as made for kids. And again, it seems like it encompasses so much that every channel should be made for kids. And of course, that doesn't make a lot of sense because a lot of people make their living off of YouTube. Like, I'm just throwing out a random example, like Markiplier. Like, Markiplier isn't always, or PewDiePie, you know, they're not always the most kid-friendly, you know, when they play video games, or I guess PewDiePie is more like meme review now, but, you know, even like kids like memes, and kids like memes and video games, so it's like, those could be considered made for kids, even though, you know, Markiplier and PewDiePie sometimes swear a lot, you know, so that's definitely not made for kids, you know, their channel is not made for the very young crowd, at least not overall, it's made for everyone, you know, and just not the very, very young kids. But apparently YouTube doesn't give a crap about that, so that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And when it comes to being marked as made for kids, the first part of it, you know, how I can't make money off of it, that doesn't really affect me at all, and as I've said to you guys many times before, I don't make money off of these videos. I don't really care whether or not I make money off of these videos. In fact, I'm not even eligible yet to make money. I think in order to do that, I have to hit 1,000 subscribers, which I'm not there yet, and I have to have 4,000 hours of watch time within a year, or within the past year, within the past 365 days, and I think I'm somewhere near 3,000, so we would still have a ways to go before I could be eligible to make money. So that doesn't really affect me at all, even though I know it affects a ton of other people that, you know, make money for a living off of YouTube, and that just, again, that's so ridiculous. But in terms of me, like, just me personally, because it's all about me, no, but in terms of me, it definitely affects the viewability of my videos. Like, after, you know, it's marked as made for kids, is anyone going to be able to find my channel? Or even the people that do make money, you know, this applies to them too. Is anyone going to be able to find their videos at all? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, that they're not going to be able to find them just because they're marked as made for kids. So it looks like, you know, no one's going to be making any more videos because they can't make money, and you can't find the videos anyway, unless they're marked as not made for kids. But again, if they are marked as not made for kids, and YouTube just checks, like, you know, oh, no, it has a video game, or it has this thing that's, like, remotely kid-like, okay, you're getting hit with $42,000 just for that video. You know, that scares the hell out of me, because while I wouldn't say that my stuff is made for very, very young kids, my stuff has kid-like things that it looks like YouTube would also count as kid-friendly or made for kids. So, again, that worries the hell out of me right now. That makes me think that I have to make my channel made for kids. And again, the whole YouTube, the whole money thing doesn't really matter, but the accessibility thing matters to me a lot, because, you know, I would still have you guys, of course, because you're already subscribed, but I would not be able to build my channel at all after that, you know? Right now, my channel is considered not made for kids, because the laws, I believe, aren't implemented until January, like until 2020 starts. But because they already gave me the option to mark it as not for kids or made for kids, I'm going to keep it as not made for kids until 2020 starts, just in case there's already a viewability thing that's going on. You know, maybe they're already starting to limit the views on, or limit the accessibility to videos that are marked as made for kids. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Regardless, I'm still keeping it as not made for kids, but as soon as 2019 is about to end, I'm gonna have to switch it to made for kids, which really sucks. That really sucks, because I don't think people are going to be able to find my channel anymore. So, in terms of you guys helping me, I really don't like asking for this, because it just seems so... It seems like I'm begging, and I don't want to come off that way. And, like, I've never done this in a video before, but in terms of, you know, when I say I need your help, really all I'm asking for you guys to do is just spread the word about my channel. And the reason for that is because we're so close to 1,000 subs, like really, really close. And 1,000 subscribers is something I never thought I would get anywhere near. 1,000 is 4 digits. I've never been able to see 4 digits on my subscriber count before, and that'd be freaking amazing. That'd be like a dream come true. And after that, you know, it would be amazing to keep going higher and higher. But 1,000 subscribers is something that I've had in the back of my head for so many years now. Ever since we hit 100, I've always been thinking, like, you know, could we ever hit 1,000? And now it's so close to happening. And if I was to hit just under 1,000 subscribers, or a bit under 1,000 subscribers, before 2020 starts, then I'd be really worried we wouldn't be able to hit 1,000 subscribers after that, because no one would be able to find the channel. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I want to see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers before 2019 ends. And then after that, I would have to switch it to Not Made for Kids, and then my videos just might not be found by new people. I would still make videos, of course, because again, money's not really an issue for me, at least in terms of making it off of YouTube, because I don't, and I would still make it for the guys that watch it, you know, you guys already. But in terms of the actual subscriber count, again, 1,000 subscribers has been my dream for so long. And again, this makes it feel like, I don't like the way I even sound right now, because it just makes it sound like, oh yeah, I want more subscribers, you know, gimme, gimme, gimme. But, you know, it's just a matter, I don't know. I don't know how to make me sound good in this situation. I'm just saying that if you could spread the word just a little bit about the channel, you know, share videos, or, you know, talk to people about it, you know, if you're not already subscribed, you know, hit that subscribe button, stuff like that. If we could hit 1,000 subscribers before 2019 ends, that'd be freaking amazing. And I would appreciate you guys so much, because even if my channel basically stops dead after that, which would suck, it would really suck, but even if the growth on my channel stops dead after that, it would be so amazing to just hit 1,000, and then, you know, at least then it feels like I've actually done something really amazing, or we've done something. It's not just me. We've done something really amazing on the channel before YouTube basically implodes in on itself. Because again, this stuff is just ridiculous, and it affects a lot of people way more than it affects me. I'm just trying to see if we can hit 1,000 before 2019 ends. And then regardless, no matter what happens, I'm going to have to switch the channel to Made for Kids, because I don't want to get hit with so many fines. I have so many videos on the channel now. And yeah, that's really it. You know, no matter what happens, by the time 2020 happens, my channel will basically stop dead. At least that's what it's looking like, unless something changes. So that's really the video, guys. If you guys could spread the word about my channel, you know, like, or I guess not really like, but if you do want to like, that'd be great. But, you know, just subscribe, you know, tell other people to subscribe, etc., etc. I would appreciate that so freaking much. If we could just hit 1,000 subscribers before 2019, that'd be freaking, or before 2019 ends, that'd be freaking amazing. But I really don't think I can do it without your guys' help. So if you could do that, that'd be amazing, because again, YouTube just sucks, and COPPA sucks, and everything sucks recently. So again, if you could, that'd be great. And even if you can't, I appreciate your support anyway. Thank you everyone who's been with me through the way on this channel. Again, this channel is not stopping, but the growth on this channel probably will be stopping, as much as I hate to admit it. You know, I don't know how many more milestones we'll be able to hit after 2020 starts, but I think if we can just get to 1,000, I'd be able to stop the growth on YouTube happily. So again, if you can help, that's great. If not, that's okay too. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Yeah, I appreciate every single one of you, so thank you all so much for sticking with me. That's it for me. See you later, and have a good night.